Evelyn Taft joining us. And you know, some folks might see all the marine layer over and say, what are you talking about?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's really funny to say because we're talking about fire weather, but yeah, then you get a shot outside like this one right behind us, and we see the fog, and it's cool. So microclimates are in full swing, and that's generally the case this time of year. So we're going to break them all down for you. We're going to tell you what's going on weather-wise. Well, we've got the advisories, we've got the warnings in the higher elevations, and then again, just a gorgeous shot of Santa Monica this afternoon. We are looking at the cloudy conditions there. You're going to see that on radar right here. But as we skip over to our advisories, take a look at what's going on in the Antelope Valley, in the San Bernardino and Riverside County Mountains. We're looking at several red flag warnings staying in effect through at least 8 p.m. tonight. A few of these in the mountains expiring at 11 p.m. tonight. So we're looking at very low relative humidity in the single digits in some spots. Then on top of that, we're looking at windy conditions and warm conditions out there. So the combination making for fire weather. You'll see right here, well, we're dealing with a wind advisory in the Antelope Valley, so that's the case as well. Out in the deserts, the high deserts, we're looking at wind advisories in the mountains as well, and a heat watch to our east in the desert as well. So again, hot, windy and dry, bad combination in the higher elevations. So we're going to continue to track the weather out there for you. We are tracking the winds 17 miles an hour sustained right now in Palmdale. So wind gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour. In some of our mountains, we're expecting wind gusts upwards of 50 miles an hour. In the lower elevations, though, just a little breezy, not too windy. But here are your wind gusts from earlier today. Take a look. Poppy Park in the high desert, 38 miles an hour. Lancaster, the gusts came in at 32 miles an hour. Lake Palmdale at 46. Big Bear at 25, Topanga Hills 45, and 29 Palms. In the desert, 37 mile-an-hour wind gusts, and that's just from this morning and this afternoon, so it's quite windy. And again, we're going to continue to track those winds for you as we move through the next, well, few hours here. Again, expecting warm, dry, and very windy conditions. So just to recap, your weather headlines showing you red flag warnings in effect for, again, the Antelope Valley, also the Riverside and San Bernardino County Mountains. We're also tracking wind advisories and windy conditions pretty much across the board, with some wind gusts close to or above 50 miles an hour. Some warming in the forecast as we head into tomorrow, and then we're expecting some cooling on the way. Until then, also expecting overnight and morning low clouds and fog, so that will continue to be the weather pattern, at least at the coast and in the basin. So for the basin, we're going to get a look at your 5-day forecast right here, 70s, and really not a big temperature difference as we head through the next few days. Temperatures only fluctuating by a degree or two as we move through the end of the week and your weekend as well. Same pattern. We are dealing with clouds in the morning and a little more sunshine by the afternoon. Dave and Serene, back to you. Walks like a duck. Quack.
Must be a duck.
Must be a duck.
Must be lots of them.
Looking pretty good in the weather department.
Yes,
that pesky marine layer is hanging around a little bit at the coast, but it's hot inland.
It's hot inland, but then as we head even further inland, up into the mountains, into the high desert, that's...
Alrighty. And that'll do it.
That'll do it.
Thanks for watching KCAL9 News here at noon. Don't forget, we're always on at KCAL9.com.
And be sure to join us again at 2 o'clock. The People's Court is next.
And hey there, Lena, and more than just the Antelope Valley, actually the Riverside and San Bernardino County Mountains under that red flag warning as well. So we'll have that coming up for you in a minute. We're taking you outside right now to our Mount Wilson camera, where we're looking at cloud cover off there in the distance, clear skies otherwise, and well, hot inland and much cooler at the coast. 79 degrees right here at the broadcast center at Studio City. Along the coast, patchy fog, but we did see some nice clearing here and there, especially in spots like Long Beach. Inland, nice and clear, but it's also hot, it's also windy, it's also dry. As a result, we've got red flag warnings in effect for the Antelope Valley through 8 o'clock through 11 o'clock for the San Bernardino and Riverside County Mountains. You're going to see wind advisories in store as well. All of the yellow on your screen indicating just that, and a heat watch over the desert as well. So again, windy, warm, and dry. That's going to be the drill at least through the rest of the afternoon through the evening. 15 mile an hour sustained winds for Palmdale, 10 miles an hour for Riverside, and 13 for San Pedro. Peak wind gusts pretty impressive as well. We're going to have those numbers coming up for you in just a little bit. Sharon, back to you.
All right, Evelyn.
It's mild, but it's really amazing. We've been saying it's the tale of two cities, because we've got, well, fire weather on one end, and then we've got cool and cloudy weather on the other end. And by the ends, we're talking, well, the high desert, the mountains, and the coast. Everything in between, pretty nice out there. Take a look. The flag's blowing in the wind currently. You're going to see temperatures, in fact, right here at the broadcast center, currently at 80 degrees. But we are dealing with advisories and warnings out there. We've got red flag warnings in effect through tonight for the high desert, the Antelope Valley, also for the San Bernardino and Riverside County Mountains. We also have several wind advisories in store for the Antelope Valley as well. And you're going to see in the desert to our east a heat watch in effect as well. So it's windy, warm, and dry in the combination making for fire weather. You'll see right here 20-mile-an-hour wind speeds through Gorman, 16 for Palmdale, 11 for Riverside, 12 for San Pedro. And take a look at peak wind gusts from earlier today. Poppy Park, 38 miles an hour. So this is in the high desert. Lake Palmdale, 46. Palmdale itself at 28. Big Bear at 25. Topanga Hills, 45. And 29 Palms at 37 miles an hour. So very impressive numbers from earlier today. You're going to see temperatures pretty impressive right now as well. 70s, 80s. We were in the 90s. It's fallen a little bit in Palmdale, 89. Valencia, 75. Downtown, 70. So we already hit your afternoon highs. We're starting to cool it down just a little bit. 68 in San Pedro and Malibu, a little cooler, a little cloudier at 63. Laguna Beach currently at 68 degrees. So we do have several red flag warnings and wind advisories in effect. We're also looking at a little bit of a warmer forecast, mainly into your inland spots as we head into tomorrow, and then there's a little bit of cooling on the way as we head into the later part of your week. So let's get a look right here for the basin in Orange County. Also worth a mention, the first day of summer starts tomorrow afternoon around 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's official. Summer's here. It's the summer solstice. So you're going to see low clouds tomorrow, and we will see some afternoon sunshine. Clouds and sun. That forecast really holding up for Friday as well. A little cooler by Saturday and even a little cooler as we head into your Sunday. As we get a look at your next 5-day forecast this afternoon, we're looking at, well, the first day of summer. That holds true for everybody, and we are looking at, well, partly cloudy skies at the coast. Clouds and sun by your Friday, mild by your Saturday, and keeping temperatures mild in the upper 60s by your Sunday. Looks like Thursday will be your warmest day. By Friday, we're still at 70 as well at the coast. So not a lot of fluctuation temperature-wise, but we will see that sea breeze. We will see the overnight morning low clouds and fog at the coast, and of course, much warmer conditions into your inland spots. But all in all, summer is here. So we're going to have, more on that summer forecast coming up in just a little bit. Lena and Sharon, back to you. All right, we're actually tracking red flag warning, windy, warm, and dry in the Antelope Valley, the San Bernardino and Riverside County Mountains. This in effect till 8 o'clock for the Antelope Valley, till 11 o'clock for the mountains. Wind advisories in effect, and also a heat watch over the desert as well. So with that, well, we got up to 74 degrees in downtown earlier today. Average is 79, so we were a few degrees below average. And as we head into tomorrow, we're looking at a pretty similar forecast. With the exception of the valleys, we are actually expecting maybe a little bit of a cool down, a little bit of a warm up. But take a look right here. Summer hits tomorrow. It's official. A little warmer by your Thursday, and then very warm by your Friday, and keeping temperatures into the mid to upper 80s generally all week long. For the basin in Orange County, 70s turning to mid 70s, turning to low 70s rather by the weekend. And finally for the coast, we are expecting temperatures in the upper 60s, possibly hitting 70. And happy summer solstice for tomorrow. You'll see that right here. Back to you, gals.
Hey, all right, Ev.